How's it going, everyone? MyTyme here. This is WWE Supercard, and in this episode I'm going to bring a quick update of what's going on. So the Daniel Bryan card is completed, Team PCC is underway, and I have a season reward to show you. So I'm going to do that first of all. If you can't guess what my season reward was, have a look at my picture. Yeah, so at work, decided rather than waiting for another 12 hours or so to come home and put the actual, should we say, claiming of the reward on camera, I thought I'll just do it and then report afterwards. I did win the final. I beat some guy called Shlomi. Neither of us charged up. He was top going through. I don't really know how I won. I didn't really check, but I didn't care. I was just happy just to get to the final. There was quite a few, I think there was 8. It was an all human knockout stage, so there were at least 8 humans in it. I weren't too sure how many actually, thinking back, were humans. It was about one missed out for sure. It was probably about 9 humans maybe, so not the easiest one ever. And I got Stardust. Now I was super annoyed. I was at work. I was just like, anything. If I'm gonna get a single card, at least please give me like a half decent card, even if it was like The Rock or Stone Cold, or so even if it was a medium card like a Randy Orton, that would make a pro. Just something. Stardust is just it's just no good. Complete rubbish. I'm stuck with him, just training him up anyway for the sake of it. And in a new season now, this season is a complete slog. I was like 1 for 4 at the start, I think. After literally the first game, went to come in, see if I can do some energizing, see how it's going. And there's just humans everywhere. So you got Doris as a human, Eric, McKay, Rock One, myself. You got Razor, Fearless Enigma is, Noah is, D-Blaze, B-Stone, who I have played with before. Are you doing B-Stone? Looks like you're not really trying with this one. And Kakir here is. I think that's it. So this is going to be tough. There's quite a lot of examples of people beating each other. One person here has a... who is it? Can't remember. One of them does have the Pro Diva tag as well as the Pro Diva single, which is obviously the biggest advantage. Everyone else though is pretty much excuse me, pretty much similar. So not really worried about playing this too much. All I want to do is try and qualify, and then once I qualify, see if I can make it through to the finals. But I think it's going to be a struggle. Right, to Team PCC, we've got Taker versus The Rock, and we are going for Taker. I went for The Rock personally because I've already got Taker Pro, and I have neither of them as a single, so I'd like to add The Rock to the collection. But go to chat. I'll show you what I just asked. Let's see. Yep, I'm asking to try and do about 1.5 to 2k. It should be easy enough to get the cards. We're ranked 45th at the moment, and that's with 7,600 points. Now, top 75 get the rewards here. So if we click on rewards, top 3 get 2 survivor cards. So let's just, forget about that because we're not playing that hard to get those cards. It's when it loads up, it's Taker or Lesnar, or it's The Rock and Stone Cold. If you move out of that, in effect 4 to 10, because we'll forget legendaries we don't need, and 11 to 75 rank all get you that single survivor card. So as long as you can finish in top 75, get the survivor card. So my aim is to try and help by playing around that 1,500 point mark. 10 players, 1,500 points, 15,000 points overall should get you in there. As I said, we're ranked 45th or 46th at the moment with 7.5. Double that, put you about 15,000. Should stay about the same, maybe around the 50 mark, and that should get us hopefully the card. Because I don't want to play too many games, as I'm still doing my best, trying to, although seasons take it out. I'm just trying to play the minimum number of exhibition games every 5-6 games to get energies, just to try and make sure I qualify. And I'm trying to keep these number of games under that 14,999 amount, so that hopefully when Wrestlemania tier comes, I can straight away get a freebie as well as a ladder reward, and I'll be close to the Diva one as well. So that's the plan. Obviously, it doesn't mean it's going to work like that. So I'll go through this event. After this event, it's probably going to put me at about 14.3, 14.350. And then for the rest of the forthcoming weeks, I'll play events like Road to Glory, Ring Domination, depending who the PCC card is. I will probably leave it, because my theory is that while it would be good to get the event card, I can take a step away from WWE for a couple of weeks, like just playing casually in a few King of the Rings, and then I can play a bit more in a couple of new games that I've started, which I'm going to bring to the channel and see what people think in the near future once I've played them a little bit more and I'm a bit more accustomed to the game, so I have a kind of an idea of what I'm talking about. And I'll also be able to play a little bit more on the my NBA and NHL, put a bit more time into some of those events. So with WrestleMania on April the 3rd, is it? I can't remember, but beginning of April anyway. It's only a month away. So we've got Daniel Bryan Road to Glory coming up this week. Then there's probably going to be two more events, which will include a PCC, and that card could be anyone. Then there's going to be potentially WrestleMania tier will be released, because it will be just a bit before WrestleMania actually happens. But otherwise, if they wait to the end of March, then obviously the event will be up. WrestleMania will start once there's already an event in place, so they might actually drop WrestleMania tier just before WrestleMania itself kicks off, so WrestleMania weekend happens to be a WrestleMania card that you're playing for. That's what I think is going to happen, so it'll only give me a couple of weeks to try and keep below this 15,000 game mark. So that's going to be the plan anyway. I said I will help here. I'll help to get the People's Champion to get The Rock, depending on what the next team event is. It won't be a PCC, so I'll probably try and help with that as well. If it is a PCC though, I'm going to sit out. I will let the team know. All-star victory for you, those of you who don't know what team I am in, so it's not really fair that they think that I'm going to sit there and play. Excuse me. I'll take a step back until WrestleMania comes out. But yeah, so these are the points. We've got Birdman 1996, Psychopath, Coco, James, Jason Reigns 1, Porsche, Power, myself, and Matus. Now obviously I haven't played that many points because I said I'd be starting kind of today. So once I get through to the probably 1500 mark, I'll step back and we'll see if later on tonight, when there's a couple of hours left, looks like we're going to fall out, then I'll put some more time in. But hopefully I won't need to play more than 15 to 2,000 games. So not too much in this episode. Next one I'll bring back that King of the Ring rewards, and as I said, hopefully it'll be a Survivor card. If it isn't, then I probably won't bother, because there's not much else that I need now. I'm still trying to get those Survivor Divas, but with WrestleMania tier potentially a couple of weeks away, I'm pretty excited for that, because last time I was quite far out in terms of Survivor tier, so I had to spend a while in Legendary King of the Rings, and then doing leveling up to get myself into Survivor when loads of people then were already in Survivor King of the Rings getting Survivor cards. This time I'll be able to go straight into a WrestleMania King of the Ring. I'll be able to get my WrestleMania board pull straight away, potentially get the WrestleMania event cards as well, because the first event will probably be a Road to Glory, or a PCC in a Road to Glory, probably the first way they start it. But obviously, as you guys will know, to get to that Road to Glory, it's hard if you don't have the top cards once you get down to the top tier. So my theory is last time I couldn't get anywhere near it because I only had legendary cards, and unless you want to go through playing +1s all the way from the last two tiers, you're going to struggle. This time we can get that first card. That's why I don't have the Undertaker event card in my catalogue, or the Roman Reigns, because they were too difficult and too time consuming at the time for me to get. So that's been my time. Not too much reporting. As I said, a stupid bloody Stardust. No doubt if I get to the final, the next one I will get is Goldust. If I do, I will probably just delete him. And apart from that, we are going to move on and say thanks very much for watching. I'll see you all soon. Good luck in your team event. If you're going for that Survivor card, hope you get it. If it makes you pro, let me know, because Rock is one of the best cards in the tier. Thank you guys, and I'll see you all soon.